Bunbury. I guess you can say our part 2 of Bunbury, where we were here around 8 weeks ago, and we did have rough weather. Turns out we've still got rough weather coming back here 8 weeks later. But anywho, there's nothing we can do about that. This is our part 2 of Bunbury. And we're starting it off by, well, we've completed a couple of little jobs. We've done some shopping, got the washing on, we've dumped all that sort of caravan business there that we aren't really going to show, but we're starting this video off at the Cut dolphin viewing area. It is the main inlet and outlet of the, I'd like to say, Leisure Knolt help?
I don't know, sorry.
Leisure Knolt Estuary, I believe, which is over there in that general direction. You've got Australind that way, which is the only dump point in Bunbury. A little bit weird, but public dump point, yep. A little bit weird, but is what it is. And then you've got Bunbury following around here over there, and the Bunbury Port over that way, which you'll see in the drone footage I'm about to chuck up. But the main reason we've come out here to start this video is to try and catch dolphins. You can catch them out the front of the Dolphin Discovery Centre. They're very hit and miss, whereas this spot is, apparently they come in and out all day here, so that's why we've come out here. We've managed to see them, haven't we?
Yeah, we've seen 2.
I've seen a couple more than that. Yep, we've seen a couple of groups as well coming in and out of here, which is pretty cool. So I reckon it's close to a guarantee to see dolphins coming in and out of the inlet here. But I guess on this episode, the main reason we've come back to Bunbury is for good weather, which we haven't really got. And it was to see dolphins and to see the saltwater taffy being made. Also take advantage of their free 48-hour camp, which is top-notch. Oceanfront free camp there. But a bit of a bugger, we've got rough weather. It looks nice out there, but it's just pretty average. Anyway, on with this video. Not too sure where we're going to go with the video. I think we're just going to take it as it comes. Check out some things that we haven't seen in Bunbury. Not a lot really. But then hopefully as well see saltwater taffies tomorrow, see them making the saltwater taffies, and then just go from there. But let's get into it, go and have a look around, and finish off our washing. And hopefully spot some dolphins with the drone. Righto, our next little stop in Bunbury here is the Bunbury Geographe Motor Museum. We've just parked out the front. There is free parking for 3 hours. We did plan on coming to the Motor Museum last time we were here. Just never got around to it, did we? Run out of time, or I'm not too sure. But apparently it is well worth visiting. It is a $10 entry fee. I'm not too sure if it's per person or not. I guess we'll see what happens when we get in there. But yeah, Wikicamps are saying it's well worth it, so why not get in there and have a look. So reading Wikicamps, probably the reason why we didn't do it is it's only open Wednesday to Sunday. A lot of people saying they missed out, so
That's probably why we didn't do it.
Yep.
Last time.
Let's get in there, have a look around. Righto, this is it, Bunbury Geographe Motor Museum. Open Wednesday to Sunday 10 to 4, $10 per adult, $5 for 12s and over. Free for under 12. You get away with under 12, Sash?
No, I'm a bit older today.
Spewing. Try and get you for 5.
Hi guys, how are you?
Good, yourself? Oh, look at that thing. You wouldn't know about these, would you?
I don't know about anything.
I can tell you this will be worth a lot of money.
Leading in the Commodore. This is rear-wheel drive V8 versus all-wheel drive twin turbo 6. Look at the Maxwell replay. Very, very close to stepping up.
Thoughts on this one?
Like colour.
Yeah. So I believe this car, the Austin 7 Tourer, it's got an interesting backstory about being found on a property in Nannup, WA, and being rebuilt to race in the Red Dust Revival, which is just out of Kalgoorlie. But we did see this in Esperance, the agricultural show, and it's really cool to see that it's still being raced and still, I guess, left with all the red dust and dirt and crap all over it.
This man flying. The B4, Rockland Honda remain down behind him. The B3, luckily prepared in honour of how Campbell is closing. Gardner seems to be closing on McElnay.
I know Dad'd love that. colour, all black. Thoughts? Yeah, very nice in there. A lot of money tied up in those cars in there. The Falcon Phase 3, that is a replica, but it's done bloody beautiful. Anyway, next stop? Next stop is shopping for you, isn't it?
Let's have a little look in one shop.
We may as well, while we're in the middle of town there, walk past all the little shops, have a little look in there, go from there. For going in there. Oh, you can't beat them. Monster Munch.
$4.
A little bit pricey. Good.
Let's go chatting away.
So like I did say last time, we are staying at the same place here in Bunbury. It is Whale-up Rocky Point, right in the heart of town. Barbecues, tables, beach, toilets on, plenty of parking here. I have said all this in the first sort of Bunbury episode, but a beautiful little spot here. Just that wind and weather. We were hoping for some beautiful weather. Nice calm water out there, but we just haven't got it, which is a bit of a pain. But there's nothing we can do about that. I will say one thing about this little camp spot is it gets very noisy at night. It is the main drag. A lot of, I don't know, hot rods come racing along here in the night. It gets a bit noisy, and you do have to register as well at the information centre, which has no caravan parking. So you probably be easier. Well, we did both times, came and disconnected the caravan, shot over the information centre, registered with them, and just leave that on your dash. But nice and easy free camp, and a beautiful little spot right on the beach. You can't complain with that, even with that weather. And these cars will disappear in a bit. I don't know what's going on there, where they come from. Here we are picking it up in the morning, continuing on our Bunbury little part 2, I guess. Still with some rough old weather. We had a beautiful sunset last night, beautiful sleep apart from Friday night. A lot of people flying up and down that road there. We're right next to the road, so it's a little bit noisy, but sort of quieting down just before midnight. But anyway, we're picking us up today, heading over to Taffy's to try and catch them making their saltwater taffy. As we didn't catch this the first time, we just sort of spent all our money buying the saltwater taffies and not watching them make it.
Yeah, they seem to do it on the weekends, they reckon. So we're back on the weekend, so let's hope.
And the bay here is a lot more protected than last time. Still a lot of seaweed though. Loads of seaweed.
We only just poured it about 5 minutes ago, and it's the hottest temperature we take of any of our candies. Oh, is it good? Have a try.
It looks bloody good. Thank you. That's beautiful.
That is amazing.
I'm gonna taste it myself and make sure it's on scratch. Taffy Road, which is the equivalent of a rocking road. So what we do first, we've been cutting up the fruit tubes. We put those on the bottom.
Yeah.
We then fill it up with the marshmallows. We then take a very small pieces of our peanut brittle. We then mix that with chocolate. We then mix the whole lot together. Smooth it out again, and then we sprinkle coconut on top. It goes in the fridge. About a half an hour later, we pop them out, cut them up, bag out of the shell. So the fruit juice, the peanut brittle are all made on site.
Yep.
I don't do the marshmallows. And the chocolate, our big melter. So that's filled to the brim with chocolate. Everything that you find here at Taffy's, except the ice cream, is actually produced here on site. The machine that you see in front of you, that's our taffy wrapping machine. And what that machine does is it shapes, cuts, and it wraps our saltwater taffy that I'll be making tomorrow. So the taffy puller is the machine behind it. So that pulls and stretches the taffy, and then once it's pulled and stretched, and we add the flavor and coloring to it, we then put it through that machine, and it fills up one of those bins that you see here
Oh wow.
in about a half an hour's time.
God, that's quick.
So each batch that we do does 2 different flavors. So one batch will fill up 2 of those plastic buckets to the brim. We're the only taffy manufacturer in Australia. It makes us unique. And this is just one of about 103 different candies that we actually produce here at Taffy's. Now as you can see, we really do just have the peanut brittle in very tiny pieces. This would normally be, before we started making this, and we started doing peanut brittle crunch, which we would take this mixing milk chocolate and then put in trays by itself. After we were handing out sample after sample of the peanut brittle, it started getting lumpy and we chuck it out.
Yep.
We don't chuck anything out anymore. We found that we can actually make candies in relation to what we were chucking out, and now those wasting candies are now more popular than the original candies. Oh yeah. Yeah. So the taffy road's now finished. All we have to do now is simply put it into the fridge. It then will cool down enough that we can pop it out. We put it on a cutting board. We'll be cut into bite-sized pieces and then bag. So it's
Just like
you
that.
can see it's all hand labor that we do. So when we say chocolates and candies are handmade, that's exactly what it means. Start breaking it up. Do just one last 20.
Righto, that is us done at the saltwater taffies again, and we did get the owner, bloody top bloke. He just explained everything, showed us around everything, gave us a load of samples. Bloody great little spot, and we come out loaded up again. But that's going to do us. We're going to try and get a cuppa and then get on the road, because this weather is pretty horrendous. It's starting to rain again.
Hi.
And I don't think we're going to be able to see the dolphins. We just can't catch a break with this weather. It's been a real pain. Well, just as the sun comes out, I think our last stop here in Bunbury is going to be Kumbana Park. It's right across the road from the Dolphin Discovery Centre and right next to a caravan park. I forget what it is. I think it's the Discovery Park. But a beautiful big area. I think it is all brand new as well. Plenty of parking and just a nice walk around. Playgrounds, you going on there? Maybe.
I don't know. don't.
Oh, it's still getting built. Spewing. So by the looks of it, Mangrove Cove is still getting built. And there is going to be a big walkway around there. Raised walkway. Spewing. I don't get to do the walk, but I think that's going to be a pretty nice walk, that one. Raised up off the ground. Overlooking, I'm not too sure what's out there. Mangroves. Mangrove Cove. So a bit of information here on Bunbury, the history of Bunbury, which is good to see. Bunbury Port and mineral sand mining. I guess we'll get up there, have a look over Mangrove Cove. Oh wow. So there's an old boardwalk, which you might try and do. We'll see how we go, if we can still get access to it. And what looks like the new one doesn't go out as far. But this is a cool lookout, this one. Righto, should we go?
Let's do it.
Go see if we can go in that little one and then get out of here. But this is going to be a nice little park area once it's done. Certainly spending some money here. So 200 metre boardwalk takes you into Bunbury's famous white mangrove colony. First 50 metre section was built by a team of young locals on a training program. scare you?
Oh, yeah.
Hello. Well, I think that's where there you are. I'm getting there. I think that's going to do us for this episode here in Bunbury. Part 2 of Bunbury. We've still had some rough weather, which is a bit of a disappointment. We're looking forward to the good weather, but it just never really came. Our whole southwest sort of trip, it's been a bit average weather, which is weird for WA. It's not always windy WA, it's just weird weather. But anyway, that's going to do us here for this episode. We were going to leave Bunbury tonight, straight after finishing this, but turns out the Bunbury Targa Sprint is on, which we didn't even know about. Free entry. It is a Targa Sprint the whole way, well, around the city here, so we may as well stay for that. We've got to find accommodation, which we're going to have to pay for because we've done the whole 48 hours in the free rest area, so we're on to that now. But that's all going to be in the next episode, so stay tuned for that. If you're into racing, the Bunbury Targa Sprint is on. Anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Righto, our first stop is going to be the Bunbury Motor Museum. No, it's not. And a little bit windy as well. We were hoping to have some beautiful weather to catch all that water out there. Well, here we are in the morning. But anyway, that's going to do us here in Bunbury. No, it's not.